Are you
Right.
ready?
Yep.
Okay. Hitting go live, and it says we're going live. And we're live.
Hi, welcome to the Stockinette Zombies. I'm Amy, also known as Jay Nitma.
And I'm Megan, also known as Just Run It, and this is episode 431. 431.
Yeah,
If you say higher and quicker, it's something. I don't know.
sounds
How are you today?
exciting.
Yeah.
Good, but a little concerned. I think that Pivot has eaten a string and
Mm.
not an insignificant amount of string, so we're going to the vet this morning.
Pivot. And was it I know Pivot kind of likes the some of the finer, more interesting bowls, but
No,
no.
this
Okay.
time it was a cotton, um, kind of an embroidery type string that was on a spool, and the spool was empty this morning. So I'm like, oh no. And it was, I don't want to say spool, like a bobbin. So it wasn't like a whole thing of, but still more than she should have in her body. So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm like I've decided I'm in my mohair era right now,
mm, okay.
kind of a la Taylor Swift. And not that she's into mohair, but that she has eras.
Hmm.
And Sullivan the other day jumped up on my lap, grabbed the mohair, and started to like take off. It's like the first time he's ever tried to do anything like that. And I think I was sharing with you those those inside cats were made out of yak,
Hmm.
or had some yak in the base last
I'm
week
sure.
when we yeah, and he was like, that smells interesting.
Mm.
Yeah. So I think I need to like tone it down, or like you were saying, like at the end of the night, like wrap it all up because I'm worried one of these mornings I'm going to come out and the mohair is just going to be
Yeah.
unleashed. Yeah,
Yeah, I got in the habit of putting all of my yarn away, but this thing, like, I
yeah.
wasn't thinking about it. And sure enough, in the morning, I'm like, this is empty. This had thread on it.
I have it completely buried. But the little tape measure that oh, why can't I think of her name? I can see her beautiful face. She's a teacher. Oh, I almost had it. She made the little zombie cover for
Okay.
us. He digs through my little side thing here and gets it out and plays with it. I think he likes that it makes like a little clicking noise when the
Yeah.
mechanism's inside. And then the cover makes it like, texturally appealing.
Mhm.
Yeah. And so I have to hide it.
Yeah.
Like that's why I can't I have to like it's buried underneath some things because
Yeah.
otherwise he like so I'm also worried about that. Like not just
Well,
tucking it away, but like is he going to dig for things?
yeah.
So
Anybody who's concerned, the appointment has been made, and I will be leaving the house shortly to go.
Amy's like,
Um,
if Megan would quit talking, I could get the cat to the vet.
no, no,
Point
no, it's
taken.
not you. I was just thinking about like how I would feel like, why aren't you at the vet right now? I'm like,
Yeah.
well, because my appointment isn't for a while. But it was, it is my vet, and they weren't so concerned that they said rush her to ER. They just said, we have an appointment, come to the appointment. So I was like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, we did have, so this is the favorite things episode, but in addition to favorite things, I just wanted to, last week on February 1st, we did not do our self-striping of the month drawing. So thank you to everyone that got their entries in. I see some people have already getting their February in. I did some stash stirring, and these are very February colorways to me. This is the Glee base from Freckled Whimsy. It's Gnome Sweet Gnome. So if you're a gnome knitter, and then Cotton Candy Fairyland from Vesper Sock Yarn. I believe this looks like it's born on. Oh no, I was going to say it must have been another one of hers that I was looking at. It looked like it was a 2020 born on date, but this one isn't. So pick your poison, maybe a little bit less wabam. But the winner is Laura Burdett. Congratulations. She was one of our first. So sometimes the random number drawing picks something in the middle. This was like one of our first that got an entry in. And just let me know which one I can ship your way. So yeah, thank you to everybody. Self-striping is definitely something that I continue to acquire. I'm in a Woolens and self-striping of the month club. I generally knit quite a bit of it. So like I've already got my 2 entries in. And for for it being February, but it accumulates faster than I can knit it down. So yeah. Enjoying seeing everybody's projects though and what they choose to make with that self-striping. So
Yep, absolutely.
anything else? We had a really great chat. If you're a ZKN member, we had a really great chat with Summer about socks. Go check out her new sock book. And yeah, she just has a lot of passion and excitement about socks, and it was very contagious, a good contagious. So, oh, there we've got. Oh, you like string, don't you?
She does.
Mhm. I'm a fine
But
connoisseur of string as well, but I have opposable thumbs, so I do things with it.
yeah, I don't eat it. Yeah, so the KLs are going on, still going strong. Get your entries in and participate, spread the word. Your chances are still pretty good, so get those entries in. I have a cat that is dangerously close to my tripod now.
Looks like Laura is on. So she said she would take the Wabam colorway. So that's
Woohoo!
fun. We've got an on air live drawing. And then yeah,
Awesome.
last night on VKN just wanted to mention we also had some conversation about the Explorer colorway or the Explorer challenges. Body doesn't necessarily have to be a sweater. I chose my blanket that I made as a body item. Um, so make sure that as you're checking off other KALs that you come back and go, oh, I made a sock. That's something for a foot, or I made something for a neck. And we intentionally do that. We love the participation of the community as well as in other communities, the cross section. So anyway, all that to say, KALs, love them, favorite things. All right, Amy, what's one of your favorite things?
Having a cat knock over my camera. Just
Last night we got a visit from George and he showed us, his best camera angle. Of course, the butt went right up to the to the
yeah,
camera.
yeah,
Cats are the best. That's why the internet loves them.
yes. Yeah, I love working from home when I
Uh-huh.
need to. So that you can see that I'm in my loft area here,
Uh-huh.
but also love sales. Oh my
Uh-huh.
goodness. So I took part in the Suburban Stitcher one. I might have already shown this, but the mohair,
Love it. Yeah. Oh, I think you may have
beautiful.
showed it on like a weekend event. I don't know that you showed it on here.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, and then I'm pretty sure you haven't seen this sweater quantity of Queen City that I got. So
Ooh,
this
yeah.
DK
Beautiful. What is it
right
going to
now,
be when it grows up?
I have a sweater in my queue right now. So let me look it up while I have a computer in front of me. And then while I'm talking about that, another favorite thing is a new dyer, uh, Sister Weekend Yarn Co. Uh,
Yay!
we had ordered some minis for the moon
I
and
love their
sun.
logo. The hug is strong there, right? Like,
Yeah,
or Huga, sorry.
very
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
So we got those very
So
bright and
fun.
beautiful. And we got some for you guys too. So these will be some prizes in our KLs that we have going on. So stay tuned. You can get sun or moon. There will be both available in the prizes.
So much fun. Yeah.
And then looking at my queue, The
Was that another
caramel.
sale from Queen City? Or sorry, I'm asking you a
Yes.
question
Oh,
while you're
sorry.
answering my question. Yeah.
Yeah, Queen City had a really great sale. I think it was 40% off. So be a newsletter subscriber, join Queen City. Well, I'm not sure how public it is. Queen City has a Discord server, and
hmm
people are joining that left and right. So come out and enjoy the fun there. And then,
KL, kind of a la ours, right? Like low
yeah.
stress. Go join in. I heard from a couple of our members last night that they had a fun event on Tuesday night, and a couple of members had won some items kind of based off of the what is it? The show where they have people like randomly hold things up that they can
Oh,
find in their
yes, let's
purse.
make a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there for that. I
Yay.
lost because I couldn't reach my yarn bowl, and
Without
I didn't
standing up.
have a cable needle within reach either. I had a
Ah.
needle with a cable on it, but and they also said DPNs didn't count. So you had to have an actual one. And I knew that I did, but it was on the other end table because I had used it recently, so it wasn't in my little
And Pivot
stash.
wasn't willing to help you.
No,
Get
no help at all. None whatsoever. I think
That's
are
fun.
we drinking out of the same mug today?
I think we might be
Oh,
synchronized mugging. That sounds bad. Synchronized drinking? That sounds bad as well. Let's just call it, yeah, matching mugs.
matching mugs, yes. The sweater that I'm going to make with that beautiful blue yarn. And again, it's high contrast. We announced that our KAL for the retreat is going to have color work. And color work
Yep.
can be stripes, it can be stranded, it can be, we just asked that it have a pop pop. So I have a really dark color and a really light color in here. So that gives me my contrast, but there's other colors in there too.
Yeah.
So just as long as one of them just kind of stands out as a high contrast. So I'm going to make the Caramelli.
Okay.
It's by Vera.
Balamaki.
It's just, yeah, it's just a striped pullover, drop shoulder. I'm trying to describe it, but it's just a simple sweater. I really like the colors that she chose for it. It made, again, pictures are everything, right? So I was so drawn to the pattern because of um, the colors that she had chose. And then also, I've knit several of her patterns and I enjoy her writing style. So why not? So it's
Yeah.
on there. It has yarn purchased and it has a start date of March.
Go. Yeah, yeah. That's fun. I also participated in some sales and definitely like didn't know what our next ZK KAL was going to be, but I think I've set myself up well. So Lavender Loon was also having like a clear out the shop sale,
Mm,
and had a lot
I
of
saw that.
single ladies on there. So I got Bear Creek, Carhartt, flannel, and cayenne. So yeah, find something there to combine with that fingering weight base. I think this one would pop, right? And I'm gonna leave them in the plastic because I don't know that it's much. You're getting the gist. And then she very pleasingly packaged them up, right? Like this wasn't a
Yeah,
set. I just
it
had
does
picked,
look like a set.
yeah, I had pitched them out because they were individually available. And then she also has this single ply linen base where I think I'll probably make some sort of stripy something, right? It'll have to be stripy, obviously, because there's two. um, but yeah, her single ply fingering weight base sprout and poppy. So poppy would definitely be the pop pop. But yeah, thinking a summer top of some sort. Yeah, I just finished up a beach please out of mohair, and this would be fun as a beach please, but I don't think I have quite enough yardage. So I'm gonna have to
Mm,
do something where I need equal parts of
mm.
the two, and it will definitely be short sleeve. But yeah, that was a fun little shopping sale, and then having those arrive and be like, I could actually use those for the next ZK challenge, and I didn't purposely do it. And then last, I just wanted to shout out, I know when I had gotten it originally, I mentioned it in favorite things. It's this Dark Lake
Mm.
Fiber Co. or Fiber Art.
Hmm.
The base is not Amy safe. It's got 40%, 41% baby alpaca, 13% merino, 10% yak, and 35% silk. But I'm holding this
Oh,
with
wow.
some suburban stitcher, and it is just like liquid softness.
Hmm.
So, so soft. Like I said, I'm in my mohair era. I mean, her base is so soft anyway, but like adding in this alpaca and silk and yak, a little bit of merino, it's just yeah, it's just so soft. So and it very reasonably priced out in her Etsy shop. We were talking about it a little bit last night, and I revisited it and I almost loaded up another cart, as you do when you're using a yarn that
Yeah.
you really enjoy. But it's definitely a favorite thing on the needles, as well as yeah, go check her out. There was a lot of really pretty colors. I'm calling this Dusty Rose, but it's the colorway is actually Sugar Plum.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's in Minnesota. She's a Minnesota
Okay.
dyer, up in the way far west corner.
Mm.
Um, we were looking at it last night because again, Dark Lake. A lot of people are like, oh, that has to be out of Duluth, right? And I was like, no, there's a lot of lakes in Minnesota, but yeah, super fun there, but really enjoying that. And then yeah, because I stirred my self-striping stash, now I'm like, what can I make with some self-striping? I'm like so enabled by everything right now, but not a bad
Yeah.
thing. Not a bad thing.
Yeah. Well, if anybody's savvy at social media, they need to get out there and promote our KLs.
Yeah.
Because Megan and I have been talking about how terrible we are at it lately.
Yeah, Instagram isn't like one of the first things on my phone that I open up anymore. And I've had less time on my phone. So if that speaks to anything, when I'm out there, I really enjoy everybody's photos. I'm trying to keep with my tempo. I've been posting a music to my stories on Mondays,
Oh,
just to kind
fun.
of like, yeah, keep Monday dance party going. Music that I'm currently listening to or that's keeping me happy, has a positive upbeat. So
Hmm.
yeah, I guess that would be a favorite thing as well. Listening to music, especially in the darker winter months. But yeah, yeah, get out there, get engaged, become part of the community if you aren't already. And thanks for those that are. So
Oh, absolutely. I am having
yeah.
so much fun seeing all the entries. So, yes.
Mhm.
All
Yeah.
right. Bye.
Good luck, Pivot. Bye, Upta. All righty. I can
Yeah,
let you go. Oh.
I'm like,